Hey, welcome back, guys. Another video, another day. I'm really trying to be consistent, so hopefully this becomes more natural to me. I almost forgot to record, so good thing I have my little tripod next to me that reminded me, like, hey, you should probably turn the camera on and start talking to you guys. So here we are. Right now, I'm on my way to work. I am going a little bit earlier, about an hour or so. Yesterday there was I wouldn't say it was an issue, but something happened with the customer and there was a bit of miscommunication apparently on his end. So I'm gonna go in early today to try to help and resolve the problem, and this is on my own dime. So I'm coming in early on my own to try to help him, because he's been a customer of ours for a while, and quite frankly, he's a pretty cool guy. So kind of felt bad what happened, so I'm gonna go in and try to resolve it and help him out. I don't want to get too much into detail, but yeah, it was a pretty unfortunate situation. So I'm gonna try to go in, help him out, get it resolved, get him out the door, get him going, and hopefully things turn out a little bit better for him. And again, that's another reason why I want to continue to make YouTube, because I see people can make potentially some pretty high income on YouTube, and to be quite frank, to not go into detail, it was a little bit of a money issue. So I see a lot of people that want to use our service, and a lot of the time, sometimes it's just too expensive, or they don't have the funds, and that just gets you thinking, like, wow, like, I don't want to be that type of person that lives paycheck to paycheck, or doesn't have enough to enjoy his life, or is just constantly at work and doesn't know where his money is going. And again, it's part of being disciplined with your money, but also too, it's about how much money you're making. And just like I was saying in the previous video about being able to work the hours that I was working, again, I'm pretty blessed, because obviously those hours translate into money. So obviously the more hours you put in, the more money you make. Granted, taxes, but that's a different story. But if you can't get a second job, or if you can't have a side hustle, the next best thing is putting more hours at work, or doing overtime. But then again, if your job permits you to do so, or if your employer lets you do so, then obviously you're pretty lucky. But if you're one of the few that can't, then you probably have to get a second job, and at that point you're just working basically all day, every day, and you don't feel like you're enjoying your life, and you're gonna start regretting what you're doing, and feel bad about yourself. And that's another thing that people have to realize, that if you have a plan in mind, you have to go ahead and try your best to achieve it, even if you have hurdles, or you have to overcome some obstacles. Hey, I used to do a lot of side hustles just so I had enough money to try to sustain my lifestyle. And obviously you guys know I work out, and eating a lot of food is not cheap, especially when my brother and I are trying to work out and bulk, I guess. So it's not cheap, and a lot of my money, believe it or not, just goes to food. I don't go out, I don't drink, I don't do any of those recreation activities. I don't go to the club. So all my money literally just goes to food, gym memberships, and then going out with the family. And when we go out with the family, we go out to restaurants. So again, go fast food. Yeah, I mean, I don't spend money on clothes. you guys are going to be able to see that I'm going to be wearing almost identical clothing every video. But for those of you that know, I have about 20 of these sweaters, 20 plus, black shirts. I wear the exact same thing every single day. The designs are the same, but not the same clothes. Obviously, I have more than one. But a while back, I listened to the high CEOs, and a lot of their mentality was, I'm not going to go ahead and waste time to figure out what I'm going to wear today. I'm just going to wear the exact same thing every single day. Just like how Mark Zuckerberg used to wear his jeans and his sweater every single day, and that's exactly the same thing that I wanted to do. Just, I don't want to waste time in the morning figuring out what I'm going to wear, and what am I going to, how I'm going to put my outfit together. So I literally have the exact same things all across the board. And most of you guys know that a while back, I used to live out of my trunk. What I mean by that is, I used to go to Walmart, buy a shirt, and leave it in my trunk. Or I'd go to Walmart and buy like 10 shirts and leave them in my trunk. And whenever I needed something new or clean, I would just wear the shirt. Because at the time, we really didn't have a washer and dryer at home. And I just didn't have the time to go to a laundromat and try to do laundry. And it was a lot easier for me to just go to Walmart and buy a $3 shirt or a $5 sweater and call it a day. And I had my trunk full of clothes. And a lot of you, or some of you that are pretty close to me, that follow me, know that I used to have my trunk just full of clothes. And I grew out of that, obviously, but I still want to go ahead and just keep the same clothes all across the board and not have to worry about what I have to wear. And honestly, it's pretty nice, because even when it's same thing, even when it's like summertime, I wear the exact same black shirts, I wear the exact same pants, and my shoes. I buy the exact same shoes as well. If the style and the fit and the comfort is going to be the same, and I don't want to go and buy a different shoe and be like, oh, I don't like the way it looks, I don't like the way it feels, and I'm going to just continue to just be wearing the same things every single day. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull into work right now and try to help out the customer. Again, I'm doing this on my own dime, just because I want to go ahead and help them out. And I did feel kind of bad of what happened. There wasn't nothing that I did, obviously, but it's it's just a situation that happened. So I'm gonna try. I don't even think he's here yet. I think I beat him here, which is nice, because I didn't want to have him be here before I do and have him waiting on me. So let me go. Oh, sorry guys. Let me go ahead and park. But yeah, I almost didn't record today. Usually on Saturdays I'm able to sleep in a little bit more, but obviously today I have to come in early, and I didn't want to record. Like I said, I almost forgot to record. I didn't want to record, but if I want to make this happen, I have to, even on the days that I don't want to. Like yesterday, I worked all day. I came home, I was tired, and I told myself, okay, today I'm just gonna go to work and go home and do basically my old habits, just go to work, come home, go to bed. But I can't do that no more, because obviously I have you guys, and by recording and having you guys, watch, it is a bit of accountability on my end, just because I have to do it. And a lot of people tend to want to do things, but they don't really have, the support group or the accountability group. So a lot of just people just do their own thing, and they don't really have anybody to check into. They don't really have anybody that's asking them, hey, how's it going? So again, they don't have that accountability. But you have to be your own accountability if you don't have that support group. You have to tell yourself, like, hey, are you going to do it or not? Have you been doing it or not? And that's like that little voice in your head that you have to just go ahead and say, you know what? I'm not going to listen to you today. I'm going to do it. And basically that's how you have to go about your day. Just having to tell your little head, your voice in your head, no. Or, you know what? I'm not going to listen to you, because we like to be comfortable, and we don't like to be out of our comfort zone, or we don't like to be doing things that we're not used to doing. So it feels very foreign to be doing something that you haven't done. And it does feel a lot harder. But even today, just talking to you guys now, I feel a lot more comfortable for my first video. And I was reading a passage about, how to be more comfortable on camera. And one of the things that said was, talk to the camera as if you were talking to your old self, or talk to the camera as if you're talking to a relative that's, far away and you guys are just connecting, or a very close friend. And that kind of helped me a little bit, because I'm not trying to put all that pressure. Oh my God, I need to be perfect. I need to watch what I'm saying. I don't want to be off topic. But again, if you're talking to your friend, or if you're talking to a family member, half the time you guys are all talking about random stuff. So again, it's that pressure that you're putting yourself, that mental barrier that you're already putting on yourself. And I'm so glad that I came across that passage, because, who knows how long I would have been with that mental barrier of, oh my God, I need to do everything perfect, or I can't be messing up. But at the end of the day, like I said, if YouTube doesn't go off, it's all right, because I haven't had any views since never, right? So it's not like, oh my God, I'm not getting any views. I'm not getting any views. 3 days ago, I didn't have a YouTube video. A month ago, I didn't have a YouTube video. A year ago, I didn't have a YouTube video. So what views was I getting then? Nothing. What was I doing then? Nothing. So again, if I don't get any views, it's not the end of the day, or it's not the end of the world. But, just with everything, just like lifting, working out, you have to be consistent. You have to show up every single day. You're not going to go ahead and hit a PR the next day, or you're not going to go ahead and have a physique change in one day. It takes time. And with working out, same thing. You have to put in the day. You have to put in the work every single day. And that's something that's helped me in my everyday life. The analogy of 1% better every day has helped me, because sometimes you get frustrated that you want that instant gratification, but you have to go ahead and accept delayed gratification. Just because, some people see instant success doesn't mean that's not going to be for you. Who knows what they did? Who knows who they know? So everybody has a different path, and that's another reason why I want to stay true to myself, because I'm not going to go ahead and try to follow someone else's path, or try to copy what they did, because again, it doesn't feel authentic and it's not going to come natural to me. So this is what I've been thinking of, and yeah, I'm not going to go ahead and try to be all this person that's loud and try to get in your face. And again, it's not just who I am, but again, it's not, maybe it's just because I'm also, on the camera. My full personality hasn't come out yet, because I'm still a little new to this, and it just feels a little awkward. But hopefully, little by little, I get comfortable. Hopefully, I get some feedback, and it gets me pushing and it gets me going. And But yeah, I already arrived at work, and let me go ahead and go inside and basically take care of my day. And if I don't see you guys, it was great talking to you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the ride. And then I'll see you guys in a bit. If not, I'll see you guys next time.